And welcome back. And it's the 22nd of January and it's the higher plus 5 a day. And let's go with the first question, shall we? Okay, so what do we have? A cuboid has length x plus 9, x plus 2 and 5. The surface area of the cuboid is 400. Okay, there's quite a lot going on here. I don't have a huge amount of space. Obviously, I can use over to the right, but I don't want to go too far away from the sheet itself. A cuboid is a shape that looks like this. Crucially about a cuboid is the bottom is the same as the top, the side is the same as the side, the back is the same as the front. So actually, I just need to multiply 3 sides by 2. So let's carefully write that down. So let's do the difficult one first. So I've got x plus 9 times x plus 2, and I have 2 of those. Then I have x plus 2, so I've also got 2 lots of those, so x plus 2 times 5. And then I've also got 2 lots of x plus 9 times 5. And all of that's equal to 400, but I'll do the 400 later. So let's start expanding. So I've got 2, expand the brackets, which is going to be x squared plus 11x plus 18, plus 2 times 5 times x is 10x. And 2 times 2 times 5 is 20. And then 2 times x times 5 is 10x again. And 2 times 9 times 5 is 18 times 5, which is 90. Okay. Whew, a lot going on. Let's collect these terms. Now I'm going to try and do it in one go just for space. Now one thing I like to do is tick things when I've used them. So I've got 2x squared, so I'm going to tick that. And then I've got 2 times 11, which is 22, plus 10 is 32, plus 10 is 42, so I've got 42x. 2 times 18 is 36, plus 20 is 56, plus 90 is 146. And all of that's equal to 400. So let's rearrange it. So that's going to give me, well, I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to rearrange and divide by, no, actually, let's do the step in between. So 2x squared plus 42x minus plus 146 minus 400 is going to give me minus 254 is equal to 0, which is the same as x squared plus 21x minus 127. Yeah, that's right. Just double check my numbers before I do the rest incorrectly. Now, this is a quadratic that doesn't, as far as I can tell, factorize easily. However, also remember a little trick. It says 1 decimal place. There's your hint. There's not going to be a nice round answer here. So I'm just going to use the quadratic formula and go straight into it. So a is equal to 1, b is equal to 21, and c is equal to minus 127. Which means I can say x is equal to minus 21 plus minus the square root of 21 squared minus minus plus 4 times 127. And all of that is divided by 2 times 1, which is 2. Now, if I get my calculator out and work out the square root, 21 times 21 plus 4 times 127 is 949. And the square root of 949 is 30.81. Now, why have I said that? So 21 plus minus 30.81 divided by 2. Now, the reason I've written that out is because x must be greater than 0. So therefore, I don't care about the negative, I only care about the positive solution. So I'm going to do minus 21 plus 30.81, divide all that by 2, and that's going to give me 4.905. And just for accuracy's sake, so I'm going to round that to 1 decimal place. That's 4.9 centimetres to 1 decimal place. There's a lot to that question, but actually it's not too bad, is it? It's just very carefully taking it, make sure you don't sort of miss bits out or miscalculate. But good question. Next question. What do we have? So shown is a curve with equation y equals f of x, the coordinates the minimum point of 5, 2. Which transformation will have a minimum point of minus 5, 2? So in other words, I'm moving it over to here. Well, 2 things are happening. So you could say, first of all, that I'm translating it 10 to the left, because I'm going from 5 to minus 5 and the y values staying the same. So it's a translation of minus 10. Let's put the 0 in on the dash in, minus 10, 0. Or I could say I'm reflecting it in y axis. because also I'm going from minus to plus and it's reflecting. So therefore as a f of x, that's f of x of minus x, and this is f of x minus 10, so I'm adding 10. So either of those two are okay. Next question, which of these transformations will have a minimum point of 8, 2? Which is very similar to one we've just done, isn't it? So I'm moving across by 3, and I'm not changing the y values, so therefore it is going to be f of x. I'm adding 3, so inside the brackets I put minus 3. So f of x minus 3. Okay, happy with that one. Next one. Oh, this looks horrible. AB equals 20, AD equals... Okay, right, this is a pretty typical question. You need to do the cosine rule, you need to do the sine rule. These questions come up quite a bit, similar things. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is I need to work out B to D. So I need to work out that line there. So B to D, I'm going to do it in one hit, just for space reasons. So cosine rule. So B to D is 20 squared plus 15 squared, B squared plus C squared, minus 2 times BC times by cos of the angle in between, which is 10 degrees. And if I get my calculator out, so I'm just going to do that quickly, that's going to give me 5.84083. Now I've done quite a few decimal places because I'm going to need that next in my next calculation. And actually on my calculator it has more decimal places, so I'm going to keep that on my calculator. I'm not going to touch my calculator. Then I need to use the sine rule. So I'm going to say sine of x over 5.84 dot dot dot, so the big number, is equal to sine of 48 over 8, which means that x equals sine minus 1, 5.84, again the number on my calculator, so the big one, I haven't got rid of it yet, sine 48, divided by 8, and I put all that in my calculator and I get 32.859, which I'm going to say is 32.9 degrees to 1 decimal place. Good question. Actually not quite as bad as it looks, so good question. Final question. Oh, it's a bounds question. Don't like bounds questions. Right, oh, actually worse than that, it's a suitable degree of accuracy question. Okay, so in order to do this, I need to work out the upper limit and the lower limit of what W could be. So I'm going to say that's W upper and W and W lower. Okay, so first one I need to do the bounds. So let's do C first of all. So C is 4.24. To 2 decimal places, the decimal place above is 4.25 and the decimal place below is 4.23, which means the range is 4.235 to 4.245. Okay, for space reasons I'll do P down here. So P is 7.88. Oh, okay, to 3 decimal places. So it's actually 7.880, which means it's 7.881. This is not very nice at all. And 7.88 is 879, isn't it? And so therefore the range here is 7.8795 or 7.8805. God, this is not a nice question. Okay, if you can do this question, then you definitely understand all these types of questions. So W upper is going to be the maximum C, which is 4.245 square rooted over, what am I doing? Over the, I want the biggest number, so the smallest value of P, which is 7.8795. Hopefully you're following along, 7.8795. And the lowest value is going to be the smallest value of C, which is 4.235, divided by 7, the biggest value of P, which is 7.88, can't really mind writing there, 05. Right, put all that in my calculator, and I get, okay, right, I'm going to write all of this down, 0.261481032, so 1481032, and this one is 0.2611397,199. Now, what does this suitable degree of accuracy means? Well, that means, so what am I doing? So by considering bounds, work out the value of W to a suitable degree of accuracy. So W is somewhere in between 0.6113 and 0.614. Now, you don't need to do all of what I'm about to do, but it's just so I can explain it better. So I'm going to work out these numbers to 1 sig fig, 2 sig fig, 4 sig fig, 5 sig fig, etc. Hopefully I won't need more than that. So W upper and W lower. So W upper to 1 sig fig is 0.3 and W lower is also 0.3. They're the same. Good. To 2 sig fig is 0.26 and 0.26. So they're the same. Good. 3 sig fig, hopefully it will end soon, is 0.261. Is that a 4? Yes, it is. And 0.261. I think this might be the last one. They're the same. Good. 4 sig fig is 0.2615 and 0.2611. These are not the same, so therefore I can't use 4 sig fig, so I must use 3 sig fig. So therefore the answer is W equals 0.261, and that is my final answer. Wow. Space meant that's a little bit messy. Obviously try and do it neater than that in a real exam, but again, really good mix of questions. These sheets are excellent. Definitely help you just manage different topics and stay on top of what you're doing. Usual thing, do like the video, subscribe, tell others about it. This is getting better as we go day by day, isn't it? I really like these questions. See you for the next one. Thanks all.